government is buying green products that support our goals towards sustainable consumption and production. The traditional view is that the government should do this through regulation. But I think in addition, the government should do this by example.
The government procures a huge sum of products and services yearly. If the government takes on the initiative to purchase green products, then it will be a major driver for the industry to produce green products that they could supply to the government.
When you do sustainable public procurement or green public procurement, the products procured or purchased by government will not only be environmentally friendly, but it will also change the paradigm in manufacturing of our market operators and market participants, such that this will now change basically the way they manufacture, the way they do things.
Markets around the world, for example, the European market, the ASEAN or the US market, are requiring compliance to green standards. These industries, to be competitive, have to comply with the standards so that they can sell to their markets. As the industries go green, they contribute to climate change mitigation by reducing the carbon emissions.
We have adopted what is called the life cycle cost, where we not only look at the acquisition cost, but also the operations cost and the disposal cost. So we don't look at a project simply as buying it and then forget about the subsequent responsibilities.
You incorporate green criteria in your production, you lessen your production cost. You incorporate green criteria in your distribution, you lessen your cost. Up to the end, even the disposal of the life of the product, when you go green, you recycle, you lessen your cost. Therefore, when you can lessen your cost, you maximize your profit.
We are actually integrating our environment policy into our industrial policy. On the whole, when we look at the entire strategy, it's really to help our industries become more efficient in terms of their resource use. The Philippines is one of the top countries that are vulnerable to climate change impact. Without government implementing these kinds of programs that would directly help in terms of incentivizing energy efficiency as well as green growth, then the entire process is going to be very slow.
We developed our green public procurement roadmap together with the EU Switch. They provided the technical assistance to the consultants. And then, of course, in the identification of the non-common use and the common use supplies and equipment that would include green parameters, EU Switch provided for the platform.
GPP is a product of teamwork. It's not only DBM or Procurement Service DBM, but also GPP BTSO, the Department of Trade and Industry, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the National Economic Development Authority, DPWH, Department of Energy, and other agencies. So all these agencies got together and came up with this program. So that's where the bayanihan comes in. Okay? We are aware of our responsibility as a government. As I said earlier, we want to make sure that what we inherited from the previous government in terms of environmental safety standards and sustainability, that we are going to turn over to the next generation of Filipinos a better and more environmental friendly society and environment.